On this episode of the Infowars News List, a restaurant offers discounts to concealed carry patrons. Men are abandoning marriage. And Joe Big says what the media isn't telling you about the Runaway Blimp. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of November the 2nd, 2015, this is the first article of the day here. It is an article written by Adnan Salazar, and the title is called Restaurant Offer Discounts to Concealed Carry Patrons Following Robbery. Underneath it, it says, My business. I gave discount to whoever I please. Restaurant owner tell critics. Good for him. A restaurant owner in Indiana who also was on the Alex Jones show as well, is offered a discount to consumers who bring concealed carry firearms in his establishment after a robbery that occurred Saturday. Papa Rux, owner at the Art Binviner, announced on Facebook Saturday night that an armed robbery had walked in and threatened his employees and stolen money. I have a gun. I'm going to get all your money out of your register, the robber said, according to Braun Werner. I'm trying to pronounce his name right. After the theft had made off with the money, Braun Werner took to Facebook to announce that until further notice, your concealed carry licenses earns you 25% off your meal when you dine in. The restaurant, underneath it says, I've told my employees that money is replaceable. Your lives are not, Braun Werner said. Braun Werner told the Indianapolis Star, Everyone is a little shaken up today. My manager can't shake the feeling of helplessness, but I don't want her to fear this happening again. Hoping that thwarts future properties, Brew Werner said he would use every trick he knows to protect his extended family, and resilient decision is his to make. I mean, basically, he was actually on the Alex Jones show as well, so here's the clip.
Here, hello. How did I get to be 46? My gosh.
Does it say 40? You really are 46,
I am 46,
Oh, yeah.
But how did that happen?
I tell you, I feel the same way. I'm 41, so who knew? You know, just the other day, there was 20 years I read somewhere of the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, that I saw everywhere when I was 20 years ago. They said it came out. I started grabbing my heart. So, Mr. Bouvier, you have definitely caused a stir, which hopefully has increased your business and hopefully kept the thuggies out. What has been the response to the people in your area?
Oh, it's been incredible, overwhelmingly positive. I went ahead and dug up the stats from yesterday, our first business day since I made the announcement. And our business was up 400% from a normal Monday.
On a Monday, too. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I know. And now, keep in mind, some of it is that Mondays are notoriously bad for a restaurant.
Oh, right, yeah.
But still, business was up 400%, and we ended up actually awarding a total of 110 carry license discounts. But I do believe that the number was actually higher on carry licenses brought in because we had, I wasn't prepared for a high number of people that said, I do have my license, I don't want your discount. So
there you go. Just willing to stand up for gun rights. And that's, All
right, there you go. Basically, I hate to beat this horse like a dead horse, but basically, less guns means more crime, and vice versa. The gun-grabbing people wants everyone disarmed so the government can have their way with them. That is the plan, okay? That is really the plan. Take them seriously. And a lot of people are going to basically leave the entire thing and say, we're not going to. So what, who cares? He made the right choice. If you want to go to the gun-free zone, that's a restaurant, and die, and get shot and die, it's your choice. But anyway, here's the second article here. It's an article written by Paul Joseph Watson. The title is called, Why Are Men Abandoning Marriage? Women Aren't Women Anymore, is the subtitle. As the title goes on, it says that basically, given the dominant culture has taught modern women to view marriage, it is surprising that men are frightened to death of it, throwing things across the room because he disagrees, hating him because he does not capitulate to your every demand, and showering you with gifts. What man would want to endure an insufferable, spoiled, whiny brat for their lifetime of marriage? Anyway, the figures show that young men want to get married more than ever before. 29% of Americans now say that it's such a matter or one of these important things in life. There's another one. They talk about sex bots here, but the big one here is this one that I have highlighted right here. It says women are more likely to be considered suicidal than any time in history. So becoming independent women, being independent from men, sacrificing family for careers, becoming the most pro-monogamous has only made women more unhappy. It's resulted in more and more of them sailing past the age of 30 with no children, no husband, alone, desperate in a tiny apartment filled with cats. Fairly speaking, of course. But the study shows how more sexual partners have been before marriage, they are likely that they are going to get a divorce. Well, that's something you learn every day. Whether men or women are being a total slut isn't going to fulfill the void of emptiness. The only thing that will is generally caring for someone who generally cares about you. And I agree with this article, man. I mean, and there was a part where it talked about how porn was also a factor too, but basically I had to show you that's what's going on. This is a war on women and also as men. They're trying to destroy what is sacred, and they're doing a damn good job of it, if I do say so myself. But anyway, this is the last article of the day here. It's written by, it's actually a video. It's written by Joe Biggs himself. The title is called Runaway Blimp, What the Government Isn't Telling You. It's a village that crashes on the East Coast. For everybody who has been following this news story, yesterday a blimp basically Wednesday, I think, a blimp actually flew away, dragging its line and basically, breaking stuff down. But here's Joe Biggs' report. Here,
This is Joe Biggs with Infowars.com with some breaking news. A blimp that NORAD has become untethered. Now it says a blimp associated with NORAD surveillance of the East Coast has become untethered from its area in Maryland, is now flying over Pennsylvania. Now it's also dragging the cables that it came untethered from the ground from. They're around 1,600 feet long, and they are now dragging across Pennsylvania. Now it says that there are approximately about 18,000 people without power in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. And NORAD has tweeted out that they want anybody to take footage and kind of give whereabouts of where they see that so they can help contain this blimp. Now the military has already scrambled 2 F-16 fighter jets to kind of keep an eye on the situation as it unfolds. Now, what we're going to do, though, is we're actually going to cut to some footage where Alex Jones actually predicted that this kind of equipment would be used. Now, why do we need equipment like this? Well, ever since 9/11, our government has continued its profiling, its spying on American citizens who have committed zero crimes, all in the name of looking for terrorism and trying to stop these terrorist threats. And time again, we've seen reports where none of the interrogations that have been used at Guantanamo have ever led to one tangible piece of hardcore intelligence that have actually led to anything being stopped. And instead, we're torturing people. We're spying on American citizens via Facebook, through our cell phones, through our TVs, through microwaves, and they're using this to profile you. They're taking pictures of your face, they're finding out your patterns of what you look at, and they put this in a large database to see whether or not you're going to commit a crime. It's almost like watching the movie Minority Report. It's actually happening right now. And over 10 years ago, Alex Jones himself here, the leader of Infowars.com, predicted that this kind of technology would be implemented. And now this blimp has been set up over the East Coast to keep an eye on certain things that could possibly happen. Now let's go to the footage from the martial law 9/11 rise of the police state footage of Alex Jones, where he actually breaks down these blimps, what they can do, and really what it all means. And then after that, we'll go to some CNN footage where there's a high-ranking military official talking about this exact same thing.
Straight out of the Running Man, right here in New York, we have police state surveillance blimps that are sponsored by Fujifilm. This is only the beginning. In the future, every major city will have a high-altitude blimp tethered to a cable with ground-penetrating radar that looks right through your walls and gives the government a black and white image of the inside of your home. This entire war on terror is truly a pretext to launch a military-industrial complex takeover of the entire society. Everything is now going to shift into prisons and surveillance and security. We're going out of the free market economy into the fascist economy. The elite has used socialism to consolidate the people's wealth. Now that it's under their control, they're going to phase out all of the programs for the population, and it's all going to corporate welfare. This is the new America. Sound weapons, police in black ski masks with automatic machine guns, and yes, helicopters swarming around surveillance blimps right here in New York City. And only in the new corporate fascist America would we have a blimp for police state purposes that is sponsored by a major company. And we found out that Fuji gave free bikes to all the police, and guess why? They sold the U.S. government, a bunch of different city governments, or trying to sell other city governments, these high-tech imaging systems, these face scanning systems to recognize who we are. So our face becomes a national ID card, and Fuji is on the cutting edge of that. In the past, football teams had sponsors, or baseball teams. Then it was named stadiums after phone companies, Southwestern Bell, Nextel. Now, we have the Fuji-sponsored NYPD blimp.
All right, folks. Sorry about that. All right, that's enough. But you see where this is going, right? I mean, it's like what Joe Biggs has said before. This is all, and you heard what Andrew just said right there. This is a pretext for the surveillance grid that we will be going under. I mean, is anybody going to do anything about this? We should be concerned, right? Well, that's all the articles I have here today. If you'd like to read more about these articles, please go to the links below, or go to Infowars.com or PrisonBlack.com. They can find hundreds of articles like this I have read for you today. This is Infowars News, but I'm Info God Alive for Film Reader number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye-bye.